Hi guys, I'm gonna do a simple makeup look. I know lots of you have been asking me to do kind of like a tutorial, and here you are. So I'm gonna first start off with NYX primer, and I'm gonna put that on my face, all over. It smells like marshmallows. And then, because I've got some pores under my eyes and whatnot, I go with the Poreless Putty Primer. I find it just helps kind of with the pores and whatnot. So I'll put that under my eyes. I'll even put it on my nose because I have drier skin. I'll put it on my chin and a little bit between right here. And next, put my hair back because I don't want it to get foundation in it. Next, I'm gonna use this foundation from Charlotte Tilbury. Love this foundation. It's definitely a full coverage foundation. So if you don't like that, then try something different. This one here from Rare Beauty is really nice. And then also I use like the It Cosmetics one. That one's also a favorite of mine. So I'm just gonna put a few. I use like a pump and a half. And then I'm gonna grab my brush and start blending it. Make sure you go down your neck because you want that to blend as well. And then once you've got everything kind of where you want it, then you're going to take your sponge. I use my like e.l.f. sponge, and you just kind of pat it in. You can see one side, the other side's not blended yet. And you're gonna go all the way up here. If you have blonde hair, you want to just like pull your hair back so that it doesn't get in your blonde hair, because that's never fun. And if you want more coverage, you can add more, you can add less, like it's whatever you like, it's your preference. Make sure you bring it down your neck so it blends. Also your ears so that it blends. Like that. Next, we're gonna do our bronzer. So I'm gonna use a cream bronzer. This one's from Milk. So I'm just gonna place it on my cheek like that. We're gonna go here. Make sure that is snatched. I'm also gonna do a little bit down my nose. And we'll blend that out. You look kind of crazy. Trust me, it works out in the end. So I'm gonna start with my nose. I'm just gonna blend that. You're not swiping, you're pushing it into your skin. Next, you're going to take the other side and you're going to start blending the cream contour. Make sure you blend it down your neck again. Make sure it blends nicely. Then you're going to take this side, pull your hair back. It's just going to define your cheekbones a bit more. Same thing up here. Once you think that's all good, then you're going to take your sponge again and make sure you just tap it around and blend it into your skin just a little bit more. Okay, next we're going to take concealer because I have some big circles under my eyes. I'm going to take my Tarte Shape Tape, which is a little bit lighter, and then after I'm going to take the Dose of Colors, which is a bit darker. So, yeah. And you're only going to take a little bit. You're going to take one here, inside of the corner, and then lift the eye. Inside, and lift the eye. And then I'm just going to put the Dose of Color on top for a little bit more coverage. I always get really dry around my nose, so I put it around my nose, on my chin, like that. And then you're going to take your beauty blender and blend it out. Now, if you're wanting a little bit more coverage, you can leave this on to set a little bit for about 2 minutes, and then you can blend it out. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave it for a second, and then I will blend it out. So I'll be right back. So then you're going to blend it out, and then you're going to blend it up so that it lifts the face. You don't want to bring it down here because that's where your contour is, so you want to make sure that it's lifted up. And if you're dry skin like me, that's when I would take a setting spray and just go once over my face, let that set in, your fan, and then just let that dry. And then you're gonna get some setting powder. So I use 2. So under my eyes, I use the CoverGirl banana powder. It just lightens up your eyes. And then for all over face, I'll use the Maybelline. I'm gonna grab just a little brush, tap it in, and pat under your eye. I'll take the Maybelline one. Grab a bigger brush and do that all over your face. You're gonna pat and swipe, pat and swipe. Make sure you get your neck. If you wanted to before this step, you could do a cream blush. I don't have any cream blushes with me, so I'm just gonna do powder, so I'll show you that after. I'm gonna take a bronzer because I'm very pale, and I'm just gonna go around my face, again, lifting your hair. Like that. Okay, next we're gonna contour. So I'm gonna take my NARS palette and I'm gonna take a small brush. I'm gonna just go into this color and I'm gonna chisel out these cheekbones. Again, you're gonna, if you go like, you can see the line. So you're gonna go like this. You don't wanna go too far. I would go like maybe this far and you're gonna bring it up. So you want that lifted effect in your face. Like that. And then if you want, you could bring it up all the way around your forehead. And bring it down around your neck. I always like put it under my lip because I have really small lips. And then you're going to take an even smaller brush. You don't have to do this step. You can totally skip it if you want, but I like to do my nose. And then you're going to contour your nose. Less is more. Use less at first and then gradually add a little bit more color. Next, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. So we just did contour. Now we're going to use the bronzer on top of it. So I'm going to take a brush. Just use this one. Dab it in. And the same thing. You're just going over it to add some extra glow to your skin. Next, we're going to do some blush. So I've been using the NARS Orgasm blush, and it's one of my favorites. I love it. So you're just going to tap that in and apply it. You're going to do the apples of your cheek, and then you're going to yet again bring it up for that lifted effect. My favorite products, this is from Milk, and it's one of their highlighters. So you just put your finger on it and dab it on your skin. Laura Mercier and Charlotte Tilbury also have a really nice one, but I don't have it. It's just going to give you like a nice glow. And then we'll put on highlighting powder after. So I also put it on a little bit on my nose, not too much, and then a little bit on my lips. All right, so eyebrows are next. So now I'm going to use my Anastasia brow, what do you call it, dark brown powder. So I'm going to grab a mirror and we're going to do our eyebrows. I do have them microbladed, so they're super easy to fill in. Some days I don't even fill them in, but if I'm wearing like a lot of makeup, then I'll end up filling them in. So we're going to start at the tail. I don't know if you can see that. Super easy, just filled in like part of my tail right there. And then we're going to do a little bit less. You don't want to have a lot of product in here. You want them to look more natural. So you're just going to start adding a bit more. And then when you have just a little bit left, you're going to do the tail or the front of your eyebrow. I'm pretty happy with those. So obviously you can see the difference. Now I'm going to grab this is from Benefit Gimme Brow, and it's just the clear one. I don't use the colored one, and it just kind of makes your eyebrows fluffy, and it holds them in place. So I'm gonna push them up so you can see them like that, and then you're gonna bring them back down a little bit. And these will hold your hairs in place. Like that. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. Okay, so both of my eyebrows are on. Now we're gonna go on to the eyes. So I'm gonna use Soft Ochre. What does that say? I don't know what that says. Anyways, it's from MAC. And it's a eye primer. So you're just gonna use that on there. Really helps like if you have any like discoloration on your eyes, or if you have veins or anything, like this product is amazing. So I use this all the time, even on like some of the clients I do. Yeah. I'm just gonna take a plain color. So this one's from Natasha Denona, but I'm just gonna use this color right here. This is like a white color, and we're just gonna pop this on our eyes just to set them before we put shadow. Okay, next we're gonna blend in our crease. So we're gonna use just one of these shades. This is from Sephora. You can literally use any shade that's like this brown. And we're gonna tap off the excess and just start buffing it in the crease. This is just gonna give your eyes dimension, and this is honestly something I do every day. Like, I'll just leave it at this and I'll pop some mascara on, done. But we're gonna do a little bit something different. We're gonna go back into that Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, and what I love about bronzers is you can use them on your face, but you can also use them on your eyes, and it just brings the look together. I'm gonna go like that, darken it up just a little bit. I'm gonna use, again, the Natasha Denona palette, and I'm gonna start going in with this color and eventually this orangey color. Again, you're just blending in the crease. You're not going in the center here because we're gonna do a different color with that. So the darker colors always are on the outside of your eye. And then the last color we're gonna take is this one here. You're only gonna use a tiny little bit, and you're just gonna pop it right there and blend it out. If you can see that. Same on the other side, pop it there and blend it out. Fun color, I'm excited. All right. And now we're gonna use a pigment, and this one is from Anastasia. We're going to pop it in this little lid. You don't need that much. It's just for the inner corner right here. You're gonna grab a brush, Fix Plus Prepping Prime Spray from MAC, pop it on the brush. And that's just gonna make your pigment really stand out. So it's gonna be really pretty. I use this on some of my clients for engagement photos, weddings, things like that, and they love it. So you're gonna start here and just place it on the corner of your eye. Look how pretty that is. Even do it in the inner corner. Give you that extra shine. Same on the other side. Hopefully you can see that color because it's beautiful. And then what I like to do, since my eyebrows are done, I like to bring it up here. And it's just gonna give that nice shine. On some liner. Now, liner you can never do on camera because you need the most patience with it. So I'm gonna take Benefit eyeliner. This one's in brown. You have other ones that you can do in black, but I find that it's a little bit softer on your eyes, so that's why I like to use brown. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna line your whole eye, and then we'll flick it out after. So I'll show you what it looks like. Be right back. Okay, so I just did my one eye. I don't know if you can see, but I just did the liner from here all the way to here. Now, what you wanna do with the liner is you're going to find a spot right here, and you're gonna wing it upwards, and then you're going to connect it into a triangle. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so that's one of the wings, and now we're gonna do the other side. All right, so liner's on, something very simple, nothing like too winged out. I don't suit that very well, so I do just a very simple line. And then I will take my Marc of Jacobs black liner and do my upper waterline. Everybody hates this part, but it makes a world of difference. So I'll look crazy. Like that. All right, now we're gonna do the bottom part of our eye and we're gonna smoke it out. I'm excited. Okay, we're gonna take the same Charlotte Tilbury on another brush and we're just going to blend that on the bottom. Why is it we always make that face? And I'm also going to add the same orange color, this one right here, and add it a little bit underneath as well. Don't add too much because then it'll just take away from the look. But you want it to be nice and blended. Okay, next you're going to take your Marc of Jacobs again and you're going to do the bottom. If you don't want to use the black on your waterline, you can use the cream color and that'll just like open up your eyes on the bottom. Our lashes. Okay, so next we're gonna do our top lashes. Now that our bottom lashes are dry, I use 2 mascaras just because I like mixing and matching them. I find that sometimes my lashes work better with 2 mascaras. I don't know. This one's from Bite Beauty and this one is from Too Faced. Those are the 2 I use. I also really love the Tarte Maneater mascara and the Air Volume mascara from, is it L'Oreal? Yeah, L'Oreal. We're gonna coat our eyelashes and then we'll put some falsies on. You don't have to put falsies on, but I think for this look I'll put falsies on so I can show you how to put them on. Apply just a little bit. And when you're applying your mascara, you're not just going up, you're gonna go up, down, and then wiggle it. And it coats all of your lashes into the other eye. Like that. And for the sake of false lashes, we're not going to do the second coat just because we don't want it to be too clumpy or dramatic. So now we're ready for some lashes. So I'm going to take whatever lash is your favorite. I love the Ardell Wispies. Those are my go-to. They're more natural, but they still look really nice. And then I'm going to take my Kiss lash glue and pop them on. Now you want to make sure that you give it a few minutes for the glue to dry a little bit, because if you pop them on right away before the glue gets tacky, it's going to be a mess and it's going to probably ruin your makeup. So you're going to coat it on the band like so, and then pop them on the side. And do the same to the other one. We're gonna put a little bit of powder underneath just to clean up and make it nice and snatched. And then we'll do our lips. So I'm just gonna take any powder. Again, I'm just gonna take the Maybelline powder. You're gonna use a sponge, just a little tiny bit, and you're just gonna make a line like that. So it makes sure that it's nice and blended. And just let it set there for a few minutes and then we'll take it off. You're not gonna look like this, don't worry. All right, new lips. I'm gonna take any liner. This one is from MAC and it's from Oak, or it's called Oak. And I'm gonna line my lips. I'm gonna take my favorite liquid lipstick from NARS. This one is called Get It On. It's like this nice nudie color. Down, and then we can take off this baking. See how that blends nicely? See if there's any other areas that you want to add some powder, maybe under your eyes in case there was any fallout. Just assess the face, see if there's anything else. And then we're gonna put on lashes. So you're gonna grab tweezers, and your lash should be ready by now. Gosh, there's a smaller side and a flicked out side. The flicked out side is obviously gonna be on the outer side because you want it to flick, if that makes any sense. Yeah, so I'll show you what to do. Pop them on closest to the lash line. Let them sit there for a minute, let them get all tacky on your eyes, and then you can adjust them a bit. Do the same on the other. Unlike this, I also add another liquid lipstick just in the middle to give dimension. I'll show you. Like that. And we're gonna let that dry. And then I'm gonna add a nice gloss on top because I am such a gloss girl. And I'll be right back. These are nicely secured, and your liquid lipstick, sorry, your liquid lipstick is dry. I'm gonna add a gloss, so I'm gonna use the Tarte H2O gloss. This one, unfortunately, they don't have anymore, but they have other really nice glosses. So, but you don't. Pop it in the center. Like that. We're gonna pop on some highlighter and some setting spray, and then you're done. I'm gonna use the MAC Soft and Gentle. Really pretty. You can take any brush. I have a fan brush, but you don't need a fan brush. You can just take whatever brush you want. And again, you're gonna go up here. Bit on your nose, not too much, and then a little bit here and maybe your chin. Okay, and you're gonna add, last but not least, setting spray, which I'm gonna use the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, one of my favorites. I also love the Morphe one, and this one that I'm trying out right now is the e.l.f. one, which I don't mind. So yeah, so you're gonna spray your face. Get your handy dandy fan and let it dry. And that's it. So here's a close up. Hopefully you enjoy it. Again, you don't need the lashes, but the lashes are nice if you want to use them. Fix my hair a little bit. I haven't done anything to my hair. But yeah, that is what I do. Not for every day, but this is what I do if I am going out or if I just want to be dolled up. And then I will take a picture and show you what it looks like in natural lighting. So, be right back. This is my makeup in natural lighting, as you can see. And that's the finished look. Hope you enjoyed.